Greetings, YouTube. In the spirit of full transparency, I am showing you a screenshot from the user No Need to NV because I was sent this offer to review, even though I myself am still waiting to trigger it myself. I have not beaten the uncollected nameless Thanos yet. That goal is to be achieved in the next 24 hours, hopefully, when I have time this evening after my full day of teaching. But I've been told that when you defeat Thanos and you are Cavalier, hence this is titled the Avengers Forever Cavalier Bundle, you get this. Now, maybe this is one of those Cavalier bundles that you can trigger if you're just uncollected, but I'm going to be safe and say, since only people who've been Cavalier have sent this to me, that this is triggered safely if you are indeed Cavalier status. And this is the next level from what used to be about a year or so ago, a B+ to A- deal that contained one legendary crystal, a handful of 5-star shards, and then the items in front of you. I actually believe this is a fantastic value. It is very tempting, and we're about to break down exactly why that is, because I'm going to be extremely conservative when it comes to my unit estimation of this, and yet I very much think it could be actually much more valuable than what I'm valuing it now. So that will hopefully be clearer to you as I move forward in this review. First and foremost, I want to say that the 6-star Hero Crystal Shards, which are kind of the headline of this deal, as the top prize is normally pictured on the far left of these kind of unit values, that I've seen, I think this isn't the best way to guesstimate. This is probably the most overestimated. But on average, we've seen Kabam ask for as much as 300 or 3,000 units, or really $100 for 1,000 6-star Hero Crystal Shards. I believe realistically that the 6-star Hero Crystal Shard right now for unit-based deals, not for cash, but for units, is the 1-to-2 ratio, where for every one 6-star Hero Crystal Shard you get, you should expect to spend 2 units, meaning the 1,000 6-star Hero Crystal Shards comes at a retail price, realistically, of about 2,000 units. Now, the legendary crystals are a bit of a gamble because you have a 20% chance at a 5-star. So I am going to greatly undervalue these things. I'm going to say that they're worth 1,000 units apiece, or 2,000 units total, even though if you pull that 20% RNG, I don't care if it's a 5-star Colossus, you are essentially saying that I got a 5-star champion, 10,000 5-star shards worth for the cost of a basic crystal for 1,000 units. That's a 10-to-1 ratio, which we've never seen the likes of in this game. The best we've seen is a 6-to-1 ratio. The 5-star Hero Crystal Shards, 5,000 of those, I think realistically you value those at 1,000 units for a good deal, and so we're going to tack on 1,000 units to that. 10 energy refills, very easy to calculate. It's just 300 units or 30 per. 10 level 5 team health potions. These are also going to run you at about 500 units total. 10 level 3 revives, which you can't get in the store. I'm going to say that those are worth at least, and keyword is at least, 1,500 units total, or 150 units apiece. Now, not pictured, I was told that there were also 10 level 2 team revives, which is 1,000 units. 5 greater champion boosts, which I value at a minimum of 200 units apiece, or 1,000 units total. And that brings the total, if you're doing the math at home, to well over 7,000 units worth of value. That is the minimum value for this offer if you snatch it up in the first 30 minutes, because as you can see, like all other offers in this case, it's 15% off for the first 28 minutes. For the first 30 minutes. For him, it's down to 28 minutes and 47 seconds. But regardless, I would not recommend this deal nearly as much if you can't buy it right away, because it goes up 525 units after half an hour of being triggered. So my favorite thing about these offers is that they are able to be triggered by you, the viewer. So you determine when you beat Thanos. If you want to hoard units, super unhealthy, I know, but if you want to hoard units and then just wait until you have the ability to get this until you've got 3,000 units, I would highly recommend that you do that. Grind in the arena, save up battle chips, hopefully get lucky with the drop rates in the arena crystals. And then besides that, just be excited to get this because it is such a solid value. I think that if you were to pull just 1 out of 2 5-stars from the legendary crystal, you could easily argue that this is a 16,000 unit value minimally. If you get 2 5-stars, which I guarantee if somebody is going to send me a screenshot of that, where they get 2 5-stars, that actually becomes about a 22 to 23,000 unit value versus what we've seen. Now, don't make a mistake about it. This is not as much of a no-brainer to buy as the 12,000 unit value of clearing and becoming Cavalier with your initial Act 6 Chapter 1 completion, because that also is a deal that regardless of what class you land on for the rank 4 to rank 5 rank up gem, also takes the place of 2 fully formed Tier 5 basic catalysts, which remain one of, if not the most sought after item in the game, next to now, I guess, Tier 4 Tier 5, class catalyst crystals, which are 2% of a Tier 5 class catalyst for the class that you land on. But regardless, I know some people might give me some pushback because I'm being too generous, but I'm going to give this a solid A. It's not an A+, but I would say it's between a 90 to 95, so we're going to say safely it's like a 93% value. If you are a free-to-play player especially, it's hard to imagine that you're going to see a better offer that you can trigger by choice for 3,000 units. If you're someone who desperately needs 6-star shards, there are certainly worse values. If you're someone who needs revives and team potions and team revives to clear content, like maybe you're trying to push through the new variant number 2, this would be a solid value for your units because you're basically getting those items for the retail price by themselves. And keep in mind, it's kind of deceiving because really you're getting way more value than that because you can't buy level 3 revives in the store if you want, right? So you're getting items, including the boosts, that you could not get normally. So I'm really, really excited for this offer. I had somebody comment last night, kind of bummed me out, saying that they think 80% of the videos I post on my channel are too critical of Kabam. I think if you actually look at the videos on my channel, most of them are just fun live streams or crystal openings. So, those aren't exactly critical, but there have been a lot of bugs in this game this month. There are still things that I can't believe they haven't fixed, like the Special 3 bug where you still charge your opponent. That has cost me so many units because I have champions that get knocked out instantly, especially in things like dungeons. So it's very frustrating, and I'm not afraid to call out a company for causing users to lose units because of their negligence. But at the same time, I'm also excited to promote deals that I think are pro-player friendly, and this is a very pro-player friendly deal. So if you are Cavalier, assuming that you don't get this for being uncollected, and you want to hoard units and make sure that you don't have to spend any cash, you have another 30 days plus to trigger it. Just make sure when you do that you've got those 3,000 units ready because you can do a lot worse. This has so much guaranteed value, and if you pull even 1 5-star at a legendary crystal, the value goes from about 7,000 units plus to at least another 9,000 units of additional value. So you've given yourself a 16,000 unit deal value for about 3,000 units. That's a great offer in my book, which is why I'm giving it an A. Thanks again to the user No Need to NV for throwing this my way so that the community could benefit from a review. And as always, have a fantastic day. In this case, a fantastic Wednesday.